Hello YouTube, welcome back to another lockdown edition of the XR5 Turbo build. So we're going to get a few things done today, plan out a couple of little jobs just to get some content rolling. Still haven't quite heard back about the prop, so we'll have to see what's going on there. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I mean, things are looking positive. I got a reply back on email. I'm not planning to phone them, so let's see how it goes. Other than that, we're going to get to doing some electrics today, doing some messing about, and just generally doing some tidying up while we wait for bits to come. So here we go, join me along for the ride. So the first thing we're going to do right now is we're going to have a quick look at this horrible aerial stalk. It's typically been charred by the sun. It's all rough and horrible, all cracked. You can see that it's a bit dark in here, but it's not in good shape at all. It's horrible. So what I've done, Father Christmas has come and delivered me a little something here. So paint mods, that's where I got it from. What it is, it's a new antenna and a cover, a gloss black cover for that thing. So what we're going to do quickly is we're going to stick that on. I imagine it's got a little bit of double-sided tape or something on here. So quick video, get it on, get it done, and see what it looks like. Okay, so obviously first thing we need to do is unscrew the old one. Oh, what a pain that was. Completely stuck on and horrible. So, let's quickly grab the new one. There we go, million times better. Okay guys, just had some great news. Just got a message, well, a call back from the guys with the prop shaft. Finally gotten their license again. I phoned them this morning. They said they'll go get a measurement and they've come back with the goods. So the prop shaft is now in order. From today it's going to take 4 or 5 days delivery. Probably a bit less, probably a bit more, who knows, who actually knows how long it's going to take. Some things have been taking a lot less than they say, some things have been taking a lot more. Fingers crossed this one's on a fast delivery. So I may not get the prop in time for this video, unfortunately, but what we can do now is we can actually get the front diff back on, we can get the side shaft in, and we can actually get some oil in all of the bits, and maybe even get it started if the downpipe fits over. Now it is going to have the smaller CV ends, which means I'm going to be running the smaller the front transfer case. So fingers crossed my downpipe might actually fit. It might be close. So let's have a look. Let's get it done. I'm going to do some time lapses, probably bring you under, show you what's going on under there. Yeah, at least we've got some progress. I'm over the moon. I may not seem it, but yeah, I've done some backflips in the garden. Really happy about this. They finally got back to me, finally on its way. So hopefully by tomorrow it'll be in the post, or in the couriers, on the way to me. So let's get some productive work going. Alright guys, so over to the wooden bench. What we need to do, got the smaller front diff here. I haven't, because I wasn't going to use this one, I haven't filled it full of any oil or anything. So what I need to do is I need to crack it open, and what I'm going to do is empty any oil that's in there out, and then just fill it with this stuff. Now to fill it, it's quite easy to see on this one. That's obviously the drain plug, so a big copper washer on it. Just get it 90 degrees, start filling it up. Once it overflows, there we go, it's full. So yeah, let's get to doing that. So what I think we'll do is we'll let that drain for a little while and come back to this in a little bit. Okay guys, so I've let this thing drain out all of its oil. It looked like it was pretty much full of oil. Checking out the oil, I'm much happier with this one. This oil is super clean. It looks like it was probably looked after. Looking at the sump plug, it's not so full of crap. Just the general condition of it looks much better than that other one. I don't know if you remember the other one in the video, but it was just full of sludge. It looked more like grease than actual gearbox oil or transfer case oil. So I'm much happier with this one. So let's get them full of oil. Got it over this crudely constructed pan at 90 degrees, just so when it falls out, it falls into the pan, stops covering my desk in oil. So let's get on to that. There we go. So filled till it comes out. As you can see, I had to wipe it a few times because I was pumping it a bit too fast and it started to back out a little bit. But we are now, I think, right on the lip. I can't actually see it in there, but maybe I should quickly get the torch and have a look. Let's have a look, see. Yeah, there we go, there's the oil there. So that's looking good. Good to bolt together. So let's get it all buttoned up and then into the car. Okay guys, just a quick update. As you can see there, the new transfer case is in, all of the intercooler piping is now back up, and if we flip around this way, we'll see the whole end is now back together. So the driver's side shaft is all in and the brakes are all on. So time to put some gearbox oil in, I think, and then yeah, maybe we'll try and start it. Alright guys, so that was it, first start. Seemed to start up reasonably easy. Now there was a little bit of camera trickery in there. I did try and start it before and there was no fuel pressure. Realised there wasn't enough fuel in the tank. Went and got 20 litres, chucked it in, and that was the result. Nice, noisy 5-cylinder with no exhaust on it all, just straight out the turbo. Now I didn't want to run it too long. What I am going to do now, which I'm going to show, is I'm going to start it up again, stick it in gear, make sure there's no weird noises, hopefully it feels okay, there's no weird vibrations, and just make sure everything turns and stuff. So let's get on to that. That's it, all through the gears, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and then into reverse, all working. So we're good to go. Okay, so the next item on the agenda is going to be doing the rest of the wiring in here and preparing for a few of the underbonnets and grill lights and stuff that I'm going to be putting in. So I'm going to be taking out the battery box again, mounting my receiver for my boost gauge elsewhere, doing a bit of tidying up, putting an extra switch for some extra underbonnet lights and stuff, doing a bunch of pulling wire basically. So I haven't actually got the underbonnet lights yet. They should hopefully come today or tomorrow. Same with the grill lights, same with the fogs, but I have got those piggyback fuses, so I can at least get the DRLs working today. So what I think I'm going to do is get all sort of everything in place, get the bus bar in place, get the DRLs wired in, and I'll show you those tested. Just get everything neatened basically. So I think I'm going to time lapse that because it might take some time. I think a lot of pulling wire, a lot of scratching my head. At least it's just 12 volts DC, so we just got a live on the ground. The ground only has to be really short, just has to touch the body. Yeah, let's get to it, I guess. Right guys, so was busy pulling some wires, got a knock at the door, and look what turned up. Someone delivered a coffin. So had a quick look, and it's my prop shaft. Now I ordered that yesterday and it turned up today. So after what, 6 weeks of waiting and trying to get measurements, there it is. Took so quick to come here and they just couldn't communicate. So anyway, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to unbox that. I'm going to grab the other one I've got over there for comparison's sake, unbox this, get them both out, laying over here, and we can have a look at them together. Let's have a quick sneaky peek. Right guys, so I've got these two together. What I've done, just so you can see, I've put these ends on the edge of that, so they're the same length, and as you can see, this slightly further out, so the middle section is longer, and then as you can see, that works out to the end being quite a bit longer. Eyeballing it, looks like 2 or 3 centimeters, which is exactly what I wanted. So I'm too excited now. I think the next step is getting this thing up under the car. We can leave the wiring for another day. I'm really excited to get this up and going and see if it fits. So I think it's time to get the overalls on and have a look at this thing. Alright guys, so I just want to catch you up on basically what I got done now. So unwrapped the prop, saw it was the right size, and just got super excited and just got dug straight into it and basically forgot to video any of it. So yeah, quite a bit of exciting stuff missed out there. Basically got the props in, bolted it to the front and the back, so it fits perfect length. It's the right thing we want. So happy, over the moon about that. What I've done so far is the 2 brackets that are on there, obviously it's the same problem as the XC60 prop had. The brackets are too deep, so they go too far into the tunnel. We'll have a quick look over there in a second of what I'm doing to them, but that's where I am at the moment. So the props in, just need to modify the front and the back brackets so that they'll basically run in the center and to get everything centered up. Yeah, other than that, tidy up some of this wiring stuff because I'm still waiting for some LEDs and things to come. But that's looking 1,000 times better already. And yeah, front and back are now connected. I can't wait to actually start the car and just put it into gear and let those back wheels move. Yeah, other than that, that's what we're waiting on. That is what we're waiting on. The one thing that is holding me up with the brackets is got some welding fittings for my welder to work with argon gas, and don't have a 3/8 of an inch to a hose barb fitting, so I need to find one of those somewhere. Can order one from Amazon, but it's only going to come next week, so we might just be doing electrics for the rest of this this video, but let's see how it goes. Let's have a quick sneaky look over there at what I got going on with the brackets. Okay, so obviously I've just brought everything in from outside. This is not where I've been working on it, but you can see what tools I'm using: grinder so far, set square, calipers, vernier calipers. So basically what we've got this bolted to a piece of wood, so the bolt holes are in the right place, and what we've had to do is cut 35mm out of here. So this was up there somewhere, so it was up there somewhere. So now chopped it out, measured it out, panel beated it a little bit, so it kind of matches up a little bit better than it did before. Obviously once you cut it, there was a chamfered part that was out, so we sort of splayed those out a little bit. Now it's ready for a couple of tacks, and then give it a bit of a tap all around, make it nice and neat, and then weld it all up. As I said though, unfortunately we were missing a hose bob connector for the welding machine, so I need to try and find one of those tomorrow or order it off of Amazon, so that's what we're waiting for. But this is basically the modification that we have to do to the brackets. They sat too deep into the too high up into the tunnel where the prop shaft runs and the exhaust currently runs, and they're actually the bearing, the prop shaft bearing that sits on top of it, was actually filing against the bottom of the car, so that needs to be done. Once this one's done, we'll bolt this one up, get the back one measured up, cut the back one. It's very, very similar. Do the same. We're just doing it one at once, but yeah, actually right here, it's this little guy here that I need. So this top one is a weird size. This top fitting here, this bottom fitting here is what we need. It's 3/8 of an inch, and that one looks like 7/16, which is really strange. So I'm going to need to drop this whole thing out, get a male 3/8 of an inch bob, hose bob connector, so it goes in there and then the hose comes into the stud. But yeah, that's what's holding me up. Anyway, so there we are for now. Hopefully we'll get some more progress done. Definitely can do some lighting, definitely can do some more of the sort of extra stuff, the stuff that's not really holding me up, but this is the guy that is. So props in, 2 brackets need to be made, then I'm ready for exhaust and I'm done. So good progress made today. Right guys, so that's going to be it for this episode, I think. So we've done quite a lot. We've got some really good progress. We obviously done that the aerial, shorter aerial conversion, doing some tidying up of the electrics, and then the miraculous last part came. So pop shafts now fitted in. Obviously we've got the brackets still to do, got a few things still to sort out, so got a bit more progress on the way. Hoping to get that welded up in the next video, chop the second bracket, the back bracket, get the prop in completely, get this thing started and see the back wheels spin. That's all I want to do. And once we're at that stage, this thing's probably going to go onto the back of a low loader and go to the nearest exhaust shop, or the nearest exhaust shop that's open. So yeah, I think we've been doing quite well in this one. The one part that I was waiting for is here, and it fitted and it's in the car, so I've got all the part numbers for that. All the big parts are finished. It's just little pieces like now the fuel filler, and then just tidying up a bit of electrics and plumbing it, sort of wiring it all in, and then should be good to go. I think it's almost ready for an inaugural test drive in this thing, but we may be an episode or 2 away from that yet, so can't get too excited yet. Got to do it step by step and get all these little bits finished while I've got it off the road. So yeah, thanks again for bearing with me. Hopefully you're as excited as I am about this now that the front and the back wheels are connected. So until next time, hope you're all staying safe and they're all well. As I say, stay safe, stay at home, and yeah, see you in the next one.